Hi, I'm Jordan Belmares.
And I'm Jaden Aguilera.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
You'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
On today's show, we'll show you how United ISD students arrived ready to face a new school year.
United ISD received an A rating as part of their 2021 to 2022 State Accountability Rating from the Texas Education Agency.
Those stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of United ITV News. Students arrived ready to face a new school year at United ISD.
At Matias de Llano Elementary, students and parents arrived at the school with excitement. Students were ready with their school supplies to start the new school year. Once inside the school, teachers and staff assisted students and parents to find their classes. School principal Diana Carodi welcomed everyone on the first day of school.
We want to welcome all of our Dolphin family. We are ready, excited to start another very successful academic school year. We're excited to welcome our parents, our students, our teachers, and everyone around the community. Welcome to Matias de Llano.
One of the newest additions to United ISD is Ricardo Molina Middle School. Superintendent David Gonzalez and Principal Alfredo Palapa were at the front of the school receiving the students. The students were excited walking the halls of their new school, looking for their classes. UISD Superintendent David Gonzalez had this to say about the new school.
We are so proud and happy to have this opening of our campus, our 12th middle school in UISD, Ricardo Molina Middle School. This morning, everything went really smooth. The transportation with busing, as the kids were getting off, I was out there, Mr. Palapa, greeting our parents, assuring them that we are in a safe environment. I think our teachers, we did some walkthroughs right now. They're excited. The kids are glad to be back. What I can share with the parents and our community is our students are safe. We're going to do everything in our power as a district to keep that status of a safe campus. And obviously, their education is the utmost important. I think Mr. Palapa brings a lot of experience as principal. He's been a principal before at another middle school, and he's done very well, and we expect only great things. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to welcome all our stakeholders here at this middle school, Molina Middle School, to this beautiful building. But the most beautiful part about the building are the people that are in it. So on behalf, again, of the district, welcome. Let's have a great year.
Principal Alfredo Palapa tells us the goals for the school and students of Ricardo Molina Middle School.
To bring academic success, and not just academic, but in all of our athletics and extracurricular activities that we have here going on. We want to make sure that we train the whole child, not just for academics. We want to make sure that we prepare them for the future in all different areas.
Alexander High School was also full of excitement during the first day of school. Students are ready to take on the new challenges this new school year will bring. Alexander High School Principal Ernesto Sandoval tells us his expectations for this new school year.
I think things are going to go fantastic this year. It's going to be a great year. Our number one priority, of course, is safety. It's going to take some adjustment. The price of safety comes at our convenience, so our kids are going to have to learn are going to lose a few of the conveniences that they've had before in the past, but I think it'll be a safer school. I think our parents and our community will be much more grateful for what we're doing to keep our kids safe here on campus. Overall, I think it's going to be a great year. I told my staff earlier yesterday at a staff meeting that I think it's going to be the best year that we've had yet. So I'm expecting great things from John B. Alexander High School.
All UISD schools had an exciting and safe first day of school.
The United Independent School District held a press conference for an important announcement. In 2018 and 2019, United ISD earned overall A ratings from the Texas Education Agency. In 2019, when compared to districts with enrollment above 15,000 students, United ISD was the highest-ranking district in the state. Both 2020 and 2021 were academic years without accountability, ratings due to the pandemic. Based on 2022 results and using the 2019 accountability rating system, United ISD has once again earned another overall A, with all campuses earned an A or B rating. United ISD Superintendent David Gonzalez had this to say.
The united effort of every single department within our district came together as one unit to provide the instruction in a safe, nurturing environment for all our students. So this is a good indication that what we're doing is working. The systems we have in place are working, but more importantly, we have the right people at the right positions.
It is because of our hardworking teachers and students who strive for excellence every day that United ISD scores the highest marks year after year.
United Independent School District received an A rating as part of their 2021-2022 State Accountability Rating from the Texas Education Agency. United ISD hosted a press conference to share the achievements of students, parents, teachers, administrators, and all district employees. The celebration took place at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. UISD administrators and campus administrators were present to celebrate the district's A rating announcement from TEA.
We really want to pay tribute to our principals. You all did an amazing job last year with all of those challenges that you had. Day in, day out, we worked together, we found solutions.
The Alexander Drumline was also at the A rating celebration to bring more excitement to the event with their music. Parents are encouraged to visit txschools.org to view how a school district is doing in different areas.
Lyndon B. Johnson High School had a ceremony in remembrance of Lance Corporal David Lee Espinosa. The event was live streamed to all the school so all the students could be part of the ceremony. Students and staff were asked to bring flowers. Once collected, the flowers would be taken to his final resting place later that day. Principal Armando Salazar had this to say.
I'd like to thank the Holguin Dominguez family for allowing us to continue honoring him and remembering him. And he will always be part of Lyndon B. Johnson High School. For all the past, present, and future wolves to remember him. As long as we keep him in our minds and in our thoughts, he's here forever, and he'll live forever.
Espinosa's family were also present at the ceremony.
We're so thankful for the whole community, and we're so thankful for United Independent School District, for LBJ to do this honor for my son, for him not to be forgotten. As a parent, it means a lot to us for him not to be forgotten. And with this events that they think about us, it just helps a lot.
Mr. Dominguez had this message for the students.
Strive for whatever you want to do in life. You can accomplish it if you put your mind, your effort into it. Our son was trying to do his best to accomplish that. And I know you, along with your parents' help, the school, you have that opportunity.
During the ceremony, several students read poems to the attendees. Lance Corporal David Lee Espinosa will never be forgotten.
Let's take a look at the latest video about some UISD heroes who saved the life of a fellow employee at Salvador Garcia Middle School.
It was the end of the day. We're about 3 minutes away from dismissing the entire school. One of our paraprofessionals was walking some of the students out to the exit when she collapsed and lost consciousness near the 300 wing where the 6th graders are at. I just happened, just by chance, to walk out of a classroom at that time, and I saw her on the floor, unresponsive. So because all the kids were about to be dismissed that day, I went to the intercom to call a hold and stay in place so students wouldn't move out. And from there, I dialed 911.
I was patrolling the Rotunda area here in Salvador Garcia Middle School when we heard a distress call from a custodian requesting a nurse between the B and the C wing. And we rushed over there, and when I got there, I saw Miss Martinez lying down on the floor, lifeless, and I immediately started checking for a pulse. I did not detect one.
I hear over my radio, I carry it with me all the time, I heard over the radio that they needed some assistance, that somebody passed out. So I rush over to see what's going on. I noticed my staff member on the ground. So as I approach her, I do not feel pulse, I do not see her breathing. So I noticed that I said, this is an emergency. So I ran back to my office. My assistant, she was grabbing the alcohol, because when somebody passes out, we usually, with the alcohol, I tell her, grab the AED. She's not breathing. We need to go do CPR.
So while all this is going on, we're waiting for the ambulance. Some students run to the gym and tell our coach, hey, a teacher fell.
One of our students actually went and called me to the gym. So he had told me that one of the teachers had fallen. So I took off. I got to the scene. As I got to the scene, I saw our police officer and our nurse from campus performing, the evaluation and CPR. She was flatlining. I couldn't find a rhythm on her. So we went ahead and switched, because it gets tiring after a while. So started CPR. We started noticing that her heartbeat started coming back up. Her oxygen level started coming back up. And it was around, maybe I was on her for 8-9 minutes performing CPR as paramedics arrived. They took over.
And I know when Coach started doing hers, she said that she can, it was tough. She had to push down really hard, and I believe she potentially broke ribs getting to the heart, but it was necessary to save her life. After all this had happened, yes, her oxygen levels started to come back, and she started to regain her breaths and her heartbeat. And I want to say about 15 minutes into the situation, the ambulance came, responded, and they were able to help us out from there.
I do highly recommend and encourage the whole community to, if you can, please get certified for CPR, because you just never know when we might use it.
And I don't believe in heroes, and I don't believe in I in team, because it was just something that we were trained to do, and that's what it takes.
Pay attention to your surroundings, because you never know what's going to happen,
The actions of our police officers, our nurses, our teachers, our coach, the fact that they were able to put their training together and work together to save her life was amazing. Nothing short of amazing.
United ISD and Sheriff Martin Cuellar held a press conference to launch Operation Safety Shield. Sheriff Cuellar came up with the idea for local law enforcement agencies to adopt one or more schools. This would be an added layer of protection for the campuses. Sheriff Martin Cuellar tells us how Operation Safety Shield came about.
I said, well, why don't we do this, with having a challenge to protect our kids and have law enforcement agencies protect our kids. And I started thinking, so we started it, outside our community, in Rio Bravo, El Cenizo, and Bruni, in those areas, that we're already walking, the hallways and talking to the kids and doing everything that we should do is provide public safety. So that's how it came about. And as talking to other law enforcement agencies, I feel that everybody has given us a great response.
Law enforcement agencies' duties would include making contact with school staff, patrol the campus, check for locked doors, report any issues to school officials, and have lunch with students. UISD board member from District 5, Javier Montemayor, Jr., tells us about the partnership between UISD and law enforcement agencies.
This just adds that additional level of comfort for everyone, for our children, for our parents, for all our stakeholders. We want to make sure that they have the confidence that their kids are going to be attending a safe school, that they're going to learn in a safe environment, and that our teachers and staff are also going to be taken care of. So, we're really happy to partner with the sheriff, and hopefully other agencies will also come on board.
Sheriff Cuellar challenges all local law enforcement agencies to be part of the Operation Safety Shield and adopt a school.
United ISD's Child Nutrition Department received a grant from Dairy Max, the local dairy council for Texas. Dairy Max presented a grant to the United ISD Child Nutrition Department. The grant is part of the Nutrition Now program. School wellness consultant at Dairy Max, Lali Carbajal, tells us more of the Nutrition Now program.
We offer grants to districts that will incorporate more dairy into their menus. All of our funds are paid by the dairy farmers, and we always want to look to increase dairy participation, as well as help a district increase meals to students.
Administrators from the Child Nutrition Department accepted the grant from Dairy Max. Director for the Child Nutrition Department, Raul Ramirez, had this to say.
And on behalf of United Independent School District Child Nutrition Department, we want to thank Ms. Lali Carvajal and Dairy Max for the funds allocated to the district. We guarantee we will spend them very wisely and support all our students throughout all our school district. Thank you.
Thank you, Dairy Max.
Coming up on United ITV News, Grammy-nominated recording artist and TEDx speaker Saud Paul will perform for the students at Juarez Lincoln Elementary.
And we'll show you how several UISD schools celebrate Grandparents' Day.
Don't change that channel.
You're watching United ITV News.
Every 9 minutes, a person dies from ingesting fentanyl. According to the CDC, the number of fentanyl-related deaths increased by 89%.
The DEA says that 4 out of 10 fentanyl pills contain a lethal dose. An amount the size of a pencil point is enough to kill you.
Brightly colored fentanyl pills are being made to look like candy, attracting children to consume them.
Parents, please talk to your children about this opioid crisis and keep our families safe.
It's a new school year. United ISD is making safety, security, and health our top priority.
UISD is committed to making sure that everyone who enters our campuses is safe.
All of our personnel are united in giving our students an A+ education to enrich our community. We are committed to keeping our students and employees secure.
Que no se acabe United.
United Independent School District invites all UISD parents to attend the annual Parent Learning Summit starting at 7:30 a.m. Saturday, November 5th at United High School. You can attend virtually or in person. The theme is Come One, Come All to UISD, the greatest district on earth. The event includes many informative parent sessions, kiddie camps, and a motivational speaker. Parents will be served free breakfast and lunch, plus there will be door prize drawings. Please join us.
In the interest of public safety, United Independent School District is limiting the size and style of bags allowed into events. No purses or bags are allowed, including backpacks, computer bags, coolers, fanny packs, and duffel bags. Small clutch purses no larger than 5.5 by 8.5 inches are allowed, as are clear totes not exceeding 12 by 6 by 12 inches and clear plastic storage bags.
Students from Juarez Lincoln Elementary received a special guest at their campus.
Grammy-nominated recording artist and TEDx speaker Saul Paul performed for the students at Juarez Lincoln Elementary. Saul Paul has an international reputation as a musician with a message. He blends his voice, guitar, and his loop pedal to create a live show for students to enjoy. Saul Paul was excited to visit with United ISD students and bring his message. This is what he had to say.
I'm excited to be here today as I am on the Be the Change tour. I am on a 100-city tour, visiting 32 states, serving 65,000 students as I entertain, inspire, and empower them to be the change, which ultimately means for them to live their best life and to give back.
During his performance, Saul Paul got students and school staff involved. They had a great time and at the same time listened to Saul Paul's message. He wants to inspire and empower students to be the change in their community. He had this message for all United ISD students.
My message to the UISD students is have the best year. I have a song called The Best Day Ever. I encourage you to make this the best year ever.
The students from Juarez Lincoln Elementary enjoyed Saul Paul's performance.
United ISD had their annual immunization clinic for employees. United ISD partnered with Blue Cross Blue Shield and HEB to provide employees with free immunizations. The immunizations covered by Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance include influenza, tetanus, pneumonia, and shingles for people over 50 years of age. Director for UISD Health Services, Irene Rosales, tells us why these clinics are important.
Yes, we are seeing an increase of flu
not just the COVID. Now we're seeing flu-like symptoms, and that's why we wanted to make sure to have the staff vaccinated so before the children start getting their vaccines in mid-September. But we want to make sure that they get protected because it takes about 2 weeks for the protection to start.
Employees may attend any immunization clinics at the campus closest to them.
The Powell-Watson Motors hosted a press conference to announce the 7th annual Partners for Scholars Golf Tournament. Powell-Watson Motors are in their 7th year as a lead sponsor for the tournament. Executive Manager of Toyota of Laredo, Zachary Powell, presented a check in the amount of $15,000 to the fundraiser started. He tells us how these funds will help UISD students.
The whole purpose of these funds is they go towards scholarships to encourage kids who are graduating from high school to go and pursue a higher education degree. And so I think it's important that people do what they can to encourage kids to do that.
The golf tournament is coordinated through the United ISD Athletic Department. Athletic Director Roberto Bobby Cruz tells us about the event.
It's a great program to kickstart their postgraduate career, and we're just really appreciative of Powell-Watson Motors and everyone, really, all of our sponsors and all of our donors, and it's for a great cause, and it's great to see that when it's for a great cause, it happens easily, and people are so giving, and so we're proud of the tournament. This is our 7th year. We've raised close to about $500,000 in those 7 years, so we're pretty proud of that.
All proceeds from the tournament will be used to provide scholarships to United ISD students.
A ceremony was held at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. September is National Attendance Awareness Month, and the Office of Attendance recognized the hard work UISD's attendance clerks and attendance officers do on a daily basis. In the event, there were several local officials, including a representative from the mayor's office and Superintendent David H. Gonzalez. Director of Admissions, Attendance, and Dropout Recovery, Thelma Martinez, tells us the importance in recognizing the employees.
Well, I think it's important that all our staff, all our employees are recognized for the hard work that they do on a daily basis, and that they understand how their hard work impacts all our student academic success. And they are indirectly linked to that academic success. So many times they don't know, and we need to make sure that they are aware of how important their job is and how important they are to our district and to the success of our students.
A proclamation was read proclaiming September 26th through the 30th, 2022 as UISD Attendance Officers and Attendance Clerks Appreciation Week in Laredo, Texas. United ISD appreciates all the hard work of attendance officers and attendance clerks for their dedication to the students of the district.
A graduation was held during regular board meeting of the United ISD Board of Trustees. The high school students met all the requirements for graduation by the state of Texas. The Texas Education Agency and the United Independent School District, congratulations to our summer high school graduates. Let's take a look.
Rentería, Jonathan Sepúlveda, Stephanie Jalen Garcia,
KGNS TV and Telemundo Laredo held a school supply donation drive for Laredo ISD and United ISD. The community generously donated notebooks, backpacks, crayons, markers, and many other school supplies to help students in need. United ISD and Laredo ISD staff were present at the KGNS television station to thank KGNS and accept the donation. LISD's Executive Director of Communications, Veronica Castillon, tells us how this donation will help the students.
These school supplies are going to be put to very good use in this new school year. It'll help our children realize their academic success and their goals for their young lives. We're so grateful to KGNS, their sponsors, and everybody who came and contributed in one way or another.
United ISD is very grateful to KGNS TV, Telemundo, and all members of the community for their donations. Freedom Elementary celebrated Mexico's Independence Day. Many of the staff and students were wearing traditional Mexican outfits. The school had a parade to showcase all the beautiful outfits worn by staff and students. The participants had a big audience as they paraded through the school's halls. Everyone was having a great time. Students also had activities in their classrooms. The activities had to do with Mexican culture. Principal Stephanie Silva tells us about those activities.
Today we prepared some activities for our students to learn more about the culture of Mexico. What is el 16 de septiembre? Why is it important for the Mexican culture? So we started with different activities. Like you said, we're learning, they're coloring the flag, our little ones. We're watching different videos, different festivities, because we know that this day starts from el 15 de septiembre. So the festivities begin with some fireworks. So they're showing those videos to our students. And again, just showing them the importance of today, el 16 de septiembre.
Freedom Elementary students enjoyed learning about Mexico's Independence Day and culture with all the fun activities. Matias de Llano Elementary hosted Grandparents' Day in their campus. Over 230 family members visited Matias de Llano Elementary for Grandparents' Day. After a small reception in the library, the grandparents were allowed to visit their grandchildren in the classrooms. In the classroom, the grandparents participated in creative activities with their grandchildren. Assistant Principal Imelda Flores tells us about the event.
Today we are hosting Grandparents' Day. It is an annual event that we do host here. We believe that we try to include the community in our school activities. We had another activity earlier with the parents, and now we bring in the grandparents. And it's such a beautiful event to see, because not only do the kids get excited because the grandparents are here, but the grandparents get a taste of what's happening now in the school districts, in the classrooms, what the teachers are doing, the type of events that they're doing, the type of projects that they're doing.
Grandparents' Day is observed nationally to spotlight how grandparents' positive influence helps students succeed.
Zaffirini Elementary celebrates Grandparents' Day at their campus. Grandparents had the opportunity to spend time with their grandchildren. In the school's cafeteria, grandparents enjoyed working on some fun and creative activities with their grandchildren. The grandparents were also invited to visit classrooms to meet their grandchildren's teachers. In the classroom, they were able to see what projects their grandchildren have worked on. School counselor Carmen Martinez tells us more about this event.
We are very excited to be hosting our grandparents. As you know, it is Hispanic Heritage Month. So we decided to combine the two events with the grandparents and our 16 de septiembre as part of the Hispanic Heritage Month, to welcome our parents to have some time with the students. You know, as we know, we're barely coming back with COVID. We haven't had events such as these, so we're very excited to have them over and to bond with their children.
Grandparents play an important part in the student's life. Carmen Martinez tells us what she wants the students to learn from this event.
We want to take advantage of the students to know their culture, their background, and then to keep that legacy going as they get older, as they become parents themselves, and as their parents become grandparents. So it's a great opportunity for family bonding and community.
At the end of the event, Zaffirini Elementary treated the grandparents to some mariachi music. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And be sure to watch all the latest UISD videos on our YouTube channel.
You've been watching United ITV News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
Thank you for watching.